the sound of clunking boots. I heard the sound of someone coming toward. I heard the sound of the beginning of breathing, like a crying dog. I heard the sound of someone who was large, carrying a something which almost certainly was filled with the body parts of angels, grunting and occasionally emitting an "Oh my God." I heard the sound of a reaction to sound and smell, and it made me violently ill. I heard the smell of summer's ointment mixture and colognes and body fluids, the ammonium sloshed about. I heard the sounds of blending liquors and the strange olfactory of death. I saw the vapors of a cigarette. I saw a screen light flickering there, like a church of cross, a brightness flickering there. I felt the changing of myself. I felt the difference happening in me. I saw the sunlight upon my arms, like a girl, very pretty, like a soubrette singing in a pool of light. I saw the sunlight wave its hand like a conductor of strings, whining a yay tune. I saw the sunlight and it was nothing, if not itself, drawing me in with talk of hearts and love, and the anticipation of my future and past tense. Rarely does one hear such songs, as beautiful as the changing of oneself, alone on a summer's night. I was alone and I was singing a song. It was not a song of love. It was dissolute, without the good business of life and death. I began to know that I had been here before. I began to know that so had you. Not here exactly, but on nights like these, hot nights like these, hot like the torn pages of old books, read again and again. I began to know my death. I began to know my death as a song. I began to moan it and moan it deep. I moaned it deep as rivers from my soul. I moaned it deep from my soul. I cried mercy, please. I cried mercy, please. I cried mercy, please. mercy on me. I swam northwest from George County, all the way through Chickasaw River, through swampy bottomlands, bayou bred. I swam through deep blue-black bloodstream, stock cane cutter rivers, and Mississippi roads. Southern trees, singing of balmy days and of invasions. I began to follow me. I began to leave minks and diamonds on marble floors. I carved my name in lights on the south side. I escaped bullets, walking the earth like God, hiding away, shattering en route with no distinct order. I began to know autumn again, that sounds. I began to know winter again, that fall. I began to know something about myself again, that year. Southern trees, today, the new moon crashes waves with cathartic potential waxing and waning. A potent threshold, fresh, concentrated and full of presence, perennial, three dreams wrapping themselves around one another like languid tendrils of opium smoke stirred by a ceiling fan, hung against a vintage morning sky, a pretext for some graceful musings about the ephemeral nature of creation. Today, I create a constellation of orris, cardamom, to the floral heart notes of powdery heliotrope and iris, a subtle jasmine, and rose mixed down to honeyed frankincense, becoming my own companion through time, settling into meditative stillness. Today, I rise up from the grave clothes of last year, of irrelevant experience, of the uninhabited imagination and perceptions of an inner eye and the corrupted law. Today, I flourish to grow up and out of my skin, to sprout legs, to stand taller than race allows and science allows. And now in my body, how strange the world seems as I begin to know it. The specular reflection of mirrors becomes a surface of wavefronts, a world of light and shadows, as comic as it is troubling. Surprising then to learn that in this inception, at the cusp of new forms, industrialism, transcontinental travel, evolution theories, creationism, abolitionists, and philosophical thinkers, rounding out the age of enlightenment, we are still at the forefront of a global conversion and conversation yet to be had. We are still recasting a long oppressed people proclaiming the possibilities of an integrated, revitalized world without language. We are still lost in a polyglot. We are still considering now the question, where were you last summer? Where were you last fall? Who do you want to be last winter? Who are you now? I am a howling ghost, and I come to you with an awareness. It is a day of 8 children burning, of bodies 1,000 scattered to pieces, tissue and human pulp, frost, bound viscosity, blood madness dissolving the truth of ceremony, pursuing no discipline, and yes, I grieve that the last 66 years of 4,000 corpses and 90,000 lives have been lost to war, and mourn the infantada and war of attrition and olive groves hewn to dust, and 150,000 people without water or shelter. And I, like Artaud, am in need of angels at the end of fasting, on the welcoming of sunsets soaked in sugar. I am living in Tetrad moons. I am a dusky, wilted rose. I am gem-cut rounded. I am gold-dipped, a papal claret colored. Behind me is a curtain retrofitted against repurposed darkness. This moment has happened before and will happen again only 3 times in 500 years, because I have heard in a single night the suicide death of too many. And last night, 6 days ago, Mars took the celestial stage, lining up with the Earth and Sun, and the red planet's closest approach to Earth entered an entropy of orbits decorated by a detritus. Societies older than ours have known moons, and empires called for wisdom, convocations, a taste of wine's mortality. It is happening now, a time of successive blood and lunar eclipses, followed by 6 full moons to come. If we touch everything within our reach around us, if we allow ourselves to touch everything within reach around us, we will now know what must be remembered of moons. If we now touch everything within reach around us, we will reshape our alchemy. If we now remember Tetrad moons for the dead, we will begin the day of the living. We must touch everything within reach around us and remember. Succumb to some come to some please come to come to summer come, summer come, summer come, please summer come. Some come to summer come, summer come, succumb to spring succumb to summer, spring succumb to summer. Thank you. Thank you. Long Kaiser.